Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My esteemed viewers, sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. I wasn't Yeah, thank you very much coming. Today on our daily COVID-19 update, again I will be speaking in English, but summarizing in Mandinka. Um, we will, as we do it, we'll read the numbers, the number of infections so far, the number of mortalities and all that. Then we'll go to the main topics. That is the axis of evil. We'll be talking about them. These are the Fisheries Minister, his permanent secretary, Dr. Bamba Banja, and also Farmer Adawu. Farmer Adawu is the deputy permanent secretary. Well, these three people, I'm not sure if they have any iota of conscience at all, because they not only endangering the life of the coastal people but our entire nation. As you know, we are in the state of emergency. Only people engage in essential businesses. Uh, all people engage in essential businesses allowed to operate. But these people are determined to make sure that these Chinese people continue to operate their physical factories. And we have audios, recordings, of what happened yesterday. So we'll come to that. But before that, I'll go to the real thing that is COVID-19. As you are aware, in December 2019, there was an outbreak of this coronavirus in Wuhan, Hubei province is in China. And so far, so good. Unfortunately, over 2 million people are infected. You will not believe it. Yeah, over 2,143,000 people, 703 people infected, and 143,250 dead so far. Out of the total infected, 540,067 people recovered. Right now, the number of people with COVID-19 infection is 1,460,378. And those who are categorized as mild, that's when they say mild condition, those who are walking, they have a headache, or they have persistent cough, the dry cough, they are not bringing anything out, but they can feel something in their throat. Also, sometimes this cough is so bad, you feel a little bit pain in your chest. And some, are so serious, their lungs end up collapsing. So that's the mild description of COVID-19. Number of people with mild condition is 1,403,141, and 57,233 are in serious or critical conditions. So when they say people who are in serious or critical condition, these are the group that are so sick, their lungs are so damaged, their lung capacity is so reduced, they couldn't even breathe for themselves. So these are the group, these 57,237, they will need hospitalization, and not only hospitalization, but intensive care beds. So the problem is, with all these infections, the intensive care beds is a premium, is scarce. So what they do when they have deaths, those beds become empty, then they will admit other people who need those beds. This is a situation. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, there was a big memo from Spain, which advised the doctors not to admit people 80 years and above into intensive care beds, so they can give people with better chance of surviving the illness. So I'm coming for tiba account all of minti albi hakilo ba kanni only December janna keda body camera sign we are with it for the rest of for all our lives. That's how serious the pandemic is. This pandemic is. So far, more million fula, more will it keme, more will it turn saba. mo keme woro anin saba wole kuran min sodo yo wo kono mo wuli keme wuli tan nan min saba anin mo keme fula anin pallu min say wole fata. That means the illness is like almost 10%, that way. So mo min nanga mo yaron koye courant min soɗo bari natana jata kende a soɗo woɓe mo wuli keme lulu mo wuli tan nani anin taw woro ɗin warola yo molmin yalon ko sain courant bollela right now woɓe mo million kilin mo wuli keme nani wuli taw woro anin keme saba anin taw woro min say molmin yalon koyla courant ni amandi ka huma mal condition woɓe mo million kilin mo wuli keme nani mo wuli saba mo kemanin tan nanin kilin yo ni ko mild condition mi yan ko COVID-19 bila they are mild dol wiye wol they are asymptomatic ni ko asymptomatic wol man tara fengi tan di kay tol malum fango courant be bon min mo wol jawyata ba because min malum ko courant be la wol ka tara mo sawni kan mo at least min courant be la yeñin fiɗen so ɗe lokkano koli sa face mask ɗum whereby courant yimɓe dannete fango and also iɓe sabatilale wala courant yite mo dema sawdira ba min ɗo malon non fen feel wolɓetama kamere kiɓe mol sawdita so mild condition nin COVID-19 ɓe lawolo mo ikkumo kedimi ɗoman ɗin ɗo wiye ika toto ani balo fanan ka kandi yaje bar wo fanan kola kudo se soto no le like ite femo sera la ni bika fen sera no bika fen test no feo fe ya test bika dieta kono we don't feel it and also dolbi je kono ke bay yes war all fanam ka kala anan ke mo be min ka be yo say mol mini alon ko be critical or serious condition wo be mo wuli tawnu ani wala mo keme fula tan saba ani warola wollom serious condition min yalon ko wol sulata loptan laran la ana manke loptan laran dammati intensive care be ni ko intensive care because min ko dani ibita henda ne fon virus oni ila ko kafa ko le tinya ni wo tinya ta wodi ka fonyo sabano kabo alhawa kono riye balu yo ni along alhawa kono fonyo min tolka henda no oxygen kemo kono sidula muwannin kilim dammalo so ila lungs ala do ko min jita for like 25% amal do ko ten mine kake ibalo bika oxygen enough oxygen so na balo kurma healthy na balo anyama na ukadi so kana tinya balo sulata 75% oxygen saturation yo so ni nyimmo sambal lokani kamine ke makori wala to ye concentrated oxygen ko le dila the national biele kamin di so min ya lon ko be serious or critical conditions iman na lokal na so wala na kurang la mo fa kariya da siya da fara yo ni wo bata ke sign dina numbers mo min karana wala mo kurang yin di ta banku ta min kan ba anin to fanan delle na banko ay banko min serious kaje and rosa tin Gambia bedani ne ko be silo dale to yum don tolla number mon increase follow and mun dala tan se da woto dari min ben den wala na ko misman do got yo past 24 hours in English 18,801 Americans contracted COVID-19 and 1,287 dead. Spain have 2,157 and 318 dead. Italy have 3,786 new cases, 525 dead. France, the numbers are not out yet for the past 24 hours, but so far France have 17,167 dead. Germany have 910 new cases, 63 dead. UK have 4,617 new cases past 24 hours and 816 dead. China have 46 new cases more dead. Iran have 1,606 new cases, 92 dead. And Turkey have 4,801 and 125 deaths. Belgium have 1,236 new cases, 417 dead. and Canada have 1,546 new cases, 181 deaths. Netherlands, which is Holland, have 1,061 new cases at 100. Brazil have 604 new cases, 12 deaths. Russia have 3,448 new cases, 34 deaths. Okay, the countries surrounding the Gambia or very close to the Gambia, Senegal have 335 new cases so far. Past 24 hours, they have 21 new cases. Burkina Faso have 542 cases so far. Guinea have 438, that is Guinea Conakry, and they have 34 new cases past 24 hours. Guinea-Bissau has 43 cases so far, and Ivory Coast has 654. So that shows Gambia, we are far from safe. We need to take this social distancing very, very seriously. Um, just it's just unbelievable. Okay, so Mandika Kawato, Minne Kurang use of 24 hours mintamida, Nim Morning Munga Mofa and Dole Vilala, Bankuta me along the Kurang in Bita Wale Kandaki, and Minu Banko Lemine along ko Banku Sendema Balum, the Korean Walna Akukan Yanta, cut of a baker like Kajiko, and saying Kurang like came in Kumpina, like chain of transmission. Wo tikilano from a Jampanola from a Bulunku, so yeah, no Jampanola. So America ning 24 hours mintan bita mo wuli tan ning say mo kena say amin killing wale kuron so mo kem wuli killing keme fula amin tan say ni waro la fata. Spain mo wuli fula mo keme mo tal wuli waro wale kuron so mo keme saba min tan say fata. Italy mo wuli saba keme waro la tan say ani waro wale kuron so mo keme lula ni mo ni lu fata. France la new numbers will not follow, marking the death rate Benyadi, but couldn't they have up to 1,400. But so far, I more for France are that more little new world more keme, more taworo and world. Germany more keme konontani more tamule kuran so the past 24 hours more keme more taworo in South UK more killing keme war anin tani waro wale kurang min so mo keme say anin taworo nin killing China mo tam nan min sabole kurang min so mo ba ka 24 hours Iran mo wuli killing mo keme waro anin mo waro wale kurang min so mo tam kanon to min Turkey min 24 hours min tamira mo keme mo wuli nani mo keme say anin killing wale kurang min so mo keme nin timwan lu fata Belgium will mo wuli killing mo keme filatan sabani woro wale kurang min so mo keme nauna nin tanin killing fata Canada 1,005 mo wuli killing keme lulu anin tan nani woro wale kurang min so min 24 hours min tamira mo keme mo tan say nin killing fata Netherlands, Holland, Bangkok, mo wuli killing, mo taworo nin killing wale kurang min so mo keme tan say nin killing fata Brazil mo keme woro le kurang min so anin mo nani mo tan nin kula fata Holland, Russia mo wuli saba mo keme nani tan nani say wale kurang min so mo tan saba nin nani fata So bar bankol min yalan ko wolle sutiyadan tolla and wolle baadi kamin na ko Gambia tangata min kuran faman tanta yes ni Gambia la geography jibe ya karo jampata la dunta kono be interior amman Senegal be ko babaru waya sutiyande Senegal la nani nyol fanan min be ko Mali Burkina Faso ani Ivory Coast wolto ya yele so waya ken nin kol fanan non banin jodda pour ka yo hakelo bla to Gambia, yes, the numbers no the nine and the amount for the Indian Kambabu. But in to continue, I mean, social distancing respect, so that transmission on in continuing. Senegal say mo kena sabatan sabani luwole kurang sore. Kunun dama mo one killing ole kurang sore. Burkina Faso mo kena lulu. Tanna ni ole kurang sore. Guinea Conakry mo kena nani tan saba amin say ole kurang sore. Kunun dama mo tan sabani inan ole kurang sore. Guinea Bissau, Guinea Conakry. Guinea-Bissau wala number 43 more than Saba, I mean more than 9 in Saba, and Ivory Coast more Kemoworo Talulu Ninga. Yeah, so that brings us to the program itself. Okay, so in the discussion is about now the timeline of Folokam and most Gundurians these days. Minister of Minister of Fisheries. I go ahead the um, I go ahead the golden leader aning fish meal factory o min be sani aning carton pour ye continue kay operate. Later follow me ya deal wo keda in karo atil warola and kabiri nga moy ko sanyang kuma sa hotel mall sen police station to sanyang itata je but during February ila mall command then these guys from fisheries department are based in Gunjur Katon Kolom Kafa Ibrahim Jaron EJ and then later ni na to turn up later me along ko fisheries ministry ila permanent secretary ni wala sa Dr. Banja Bamba Banja ko let these people continue, you continue to operate, but you see happy local social distancing. So later in I come for Justice Minister, for Health Minister and Interior. Even though we later discover at least for Minister of Health, for Nyata Akoko. So my Minister of Health contact. My Minister of Health contact. Now, Kafai ko, ito ko more social distancing advice. When you see the Fisheries Ministry, I can't be in Chinese solar, it will pay. But things like as important as we export trade. Ni along ko Gambia ka fengol pe nam banda iki waf ku nim banku dole amini along ko imam baso. Resource portrait Gambia la main source of income quality, but will be stopped. But yet you allow the Chinese people to continue to operate. Ikema Kalamta, they send the paratroopers there, the Tata Yafugali Korea Shoro. You know, you can Jamal Kari to later of Yoluko as far as Ndol Konzanda, you later is irrelevant. Yeah, then Ilafati, I'm not a permanent secretary minister of fisheries, but he was reluctant to talk among Parekadiano. So he thought he close, but the following day again they started operating. Yeah, which was on the 9th. So yet again, contact people on the ground and you activate your ministry contact Minister of Health. Yeah, you never care in that, but now they are operating again. Yeah, so Anatona Soja Okije this time, they meant business because Niman so they're going to enforce it. So it had a factory against Sorong, but yeah, you couldn't be correct Kibaro Soroko the Chinese, they went to the Minister of Fisheries without a Fisheries Minister here in Hadianuta after I acquired permanent secretary here. Yeah, the permanent secretary was brief, mental office or the assistant of the Yergin from Radar. Yeah, so Kabiri Nade, I explain, I co Minister Komana, later suffering here for Madame Opera, I know what you can know, health ministry used to play. Then it began, now a minister contact, minister, permanent, deputy permanent secretary in contact. Then Anatana later or something, you know. In fact, Dr. Banjala later in I will I edit Nadia Gibala later at a date of from around terribly. And I on the 7th I'm all found Chin and Kununa later on Saturday. But on the 7th Lebabara and Duma Panang Banja Emim Foko, Minister of Justice contact Ministry of Interior and also Minister of Health who is missing in this new data. Yeah. So coming mo kibaro from my council, we contacting, we call the police to alert them. But coming now post, I something can come back because now I mean it and the, ning man sakunda man kaya funding kaya. O man kaya bang putting on phone because ning will come as the kaya. Ida contact will be Senegal, the Guinea Bissau, ita will activate the Canani, Gambia. you know. And last time I get a jail, la kunwol nati la te guarantee ne manso. So basically, they are endangering the Gambian population because if Gunjur people are infected in Gunjur, Gunjur people travel all over the Gambia. Yeah, yeah. State of emergency, but people are moving about. So why? Many are thinking, this an old man, this guy work with Jar. Ya jammenata e bondija e silbidulakling, you fenkonata e chance of the correct. So you expect him to know better. And naji ko atinyan ta experiment bala paso because nimu ke ba ji funding ke ga dan kola na ta bole sa dole ba. But this man at the following problem or another impermanent secretary Dr. Banja, probably one of the most arrogant, more than me a former Banja. You know, the guy is just full of it. So this Banja guy, he later on in Sabe, Kaitandiko, yes, let them continue to operate. But you know, at a double standardly, he was telling me, okay, but Allah makes you more can see Ali jumping. How is that possible? New factory gonna be maintain that, but what about outside? Minu can factory. What about the prison? So this is a big issue. The other thing is about sustainability. Ning mo mo hani kung tikuyalo neko. We are already in crisis beside the Fenko. Ning kurang ning kola problem do bije wala food shortage. Dunia be ita shortage food dal because mol min ka food dada food because boss sama to santo mol ka tawlo ko ya dada mol ka tela farms to ya dogu so wo mol sa in ila banko to mol be sir so supply chain be affected for next month long for next week long for 2 months time but I get a so in fanam the sula and natural resources are coming the coming small pelagies, coming chalo binyan yai boyolu, you know, more because the sun of them maybe new governments and in Banya because they are so corrupt. Even though like Jolman, Bayan may be told the chalo then. You look at our Tangere in Yebal Sangi, kill freeze and one con. But for common man, me along come free your function wo everyday wo ñanta wulila ita mana seto a ñeñinije walla ita bato ay ñeme saw ñini jaabe min donal as ala main source of protein supply now wo biji ye state of emergency ite mansa ko ya part of that government wo ye luwa min landi bo tiñaka for personal interest because state of emergency this is a complete flattening of the state of emergency but at the same time, even mulla somal tinya kam because min chalo and me I go Gambiano jita sula nyenne we be sula la because protein ni wo mistela diet kono rek you are sick and ngalo ne nim mol sa sara Gambia what they face na doctor no authentic absolutely nothing so this is situation ni mol we have to talk about you have to call them out banko di mon control so ikana ila interest of the banko be la life in Nigeria that's not possible. So in English, guys, what I'm explaining in Mandinka was that the fisheries ministry, I know corruption is endemic in the Gambia everywhere, but the fisheries ministry is top there with any of them. Last week, if you've been following active in the social media, you will see that the fisheries ministry give go ahead, they give license for these Chinese fish meal producers. These people, what they do, they will take these small pelagic banga and cook them and turn them into powder, into flour and send them to China or other countries. So we let them operate. But how can a responsible government, let or a responsible ministry let the factory with such a bad record in terms of environmental degradation, working conditions, pay scale, and everything, you name it, they are guilty of it since they have been here 5 years ago. You let those people operate, but your government closed the main source of Gambian economy, that is the export trade. And they ask the common man to operate their shop until to and close. They ask the market movement, the poor Gambian working women, go to the market, sell until to and you go home. But a foreign company with such a bad record, with such a bad reputation of disrespecting Gambia, you let those operate. This should not be accepted anywhere in that country. So that's what we are here today. This Banja guy wrote this letter on the 7th, but on the 9th, we discovered that this factory in Sanya, Fission factory in Sanya, is operating, and we activated our ground team, and they went to the police to report the issue there, because we live in a democratic dispensations, and they went to the police, so the police summoned them. But to our surprise, this guy, Ibrahim Javan from Khartoum, but he's stationed in Gunjur for Kisses Department. But if you will not know, you think the guy is working for the Chinese. He's the same Ibrahim who wrote a letter and convinced some elements, some bad elements from Gunjur to accompany him, to go and discredit DDA that, okay, we have the people who sue Golden Lead to court, are not representing Gunjur. Who said we are representing them? We are representing ourselves. You know. Thank you. I said, well, Dr. Banja is the most corrupt official in that country. No wonder these Chinese people are exploiting him. That guy is corrupt and very, very, very arrogant, for that matter. So we went to the police, but this Ibrahim Ajaban turned up with this letter signed by Dr. Banja, and it was written on the 7th. Wow, this is amazing. So we contacted the Ministry of Health, because in the letter he indicated that they notify the Ministry of Justice, they notify the Interior Ministry, and also the Justice Ministry, but and also the Health Ministry. So when we contacted the Health Ministry, they are not aware. They were so angry. Somebody quoted them when it is them who are leading this social distancing campaign. So they send the paramilitary there to tell them to close. And when they went there, they bring out this letter. The paramilitary told them, look, as far as we are concerned, this letter means nothing to us. We are on the order to come and tell you to close, and you have to close. And they close. But surprisingly, after a couple of days, they open again. They open again. And so this time we contacted the health ministry, and interestingly, they also have a security group attached to them now. I think it's Islamic crime, who are helping them to enforce these social distancing issues. So they tell them to go. What they just close them and barricade the door, and that's what they did exactly. But if you think that was bad enough, yesterday again, another letter come from this business ministry. This time it was signed by Farmer Adabo, I think is the Deputy Permanent Secretary. But not only, before we even see the letter, we have a recorded audio from the personnel from that ministry. The Gambian, a very concerned Gambian, who was so angry about what is going on, he decided to call somebody in Gunjur and tell him this is what is going on. And we record the conversation. It was heartbreaking to tell you. I'm going to play this conversation here. I'm not going to tell you who is talking to who. Yeah, so we have that conversation. In that conversation, what the guy was saying was that the Chinese, actually, they come to their office from the minister. I don't know where the minister was, but what the minister, and come to the ministry and told this guy that they're going to operate. But the deputy permanent secretary told them that is not possible. Last week, Banja gave these people the authority, but the Minister of Health came and said, no, you can't operate, and then we have to close. So I cannot take that risk. But then all of a sudden, the minister called this farmer at Dabo and asked him, to write another letter to allow these people to operate. This guy is a minister. We are in a pandemic. Governments are dying. People are dying everywhere in the world. The state minister calling from a deputy permanent to write a letter that will undermine our state of emergency laws. Could you imagine? And also endangering the lives of Gambians. Because once these fishing factories operate, we see Senegalese fishermen will flood into Gambia because theirs are closed. Senegal are not taking this lightly. They are taking all the necessary measures. So they're going to flood it. And where this fishermen are, this is where this pandemic is endemic in Senegal. So in that letter, you look at the letter, go into my timeline, you will see that in fact we did the date properly. The date was completely wrong. It was saying 7th April 2020, 2019, something like that. So, but before we see the letter, we have this conversation, and I played like, oh, my blood was boiling, and I put it social media, I put it in my Facebook timeline. Go and see the comment of Gambians and friends of the Gambia. Everybody is laughing. So how on earth these people are not even managed to gauge the frustration and anger among Gambians against the Chinese people? Earlier days we have seen how the Chinese are treating Africans in their country. You know, the Chinese gave us these illness, and now they are blaming Africans for it. Now in China, African cannot even rent a house. All the McDonald's, the fast food, the restaurant, nobody wants black people inside because they think we all got this. We all carried COVID-19 or coronavirus. This is unacceptable. When you come to the Gambia, our ministers are, conniving with these Chinese people to undermine Gambians' law and also to endanger the life of the Gambian. So it's not surprising if we go out to China, they will not respect us because they knew we don't believe in anything except money. They knew we are all selfish. We are not patriotic. The Chinese know that. We have unconfirmed, I cannot independently verify it, but recently this Fisheries Ministry daughter are married to somebody, and the Chinese donating $50,000. So I'm not sure because of that he is trying to return the favor, or they give him money, who knows? But the letter was written and given to them yesterday, so they're supposed to operate today. And once I post that, you can see the anger. And it's concerned youth of Gunjur want to say, no, this won't happen. And they send out a call. They send a call out for anybody who is concerned, let them meet at the beach. I think they got the message because up to an hour ago, I was speaking to somebody, they don't operate yet. We hope that continues because if they do, there could be violence. And who caused that? People could be injured. People could go to prison. People could lose their life. And because of an irresponsible minister and his permanent secretary and his deputy permanent secretary. These people are heartless, they are corrupt to the core, and if President Barrow is serious about fighting corruption, these are the kind of people he's get rid of. They are up to no good. They are up to no good. These are the people, they sold our organ to the Senegalese. Senegalese can come into our waters and fish. We can go into there, but proportionally, Gambians are not into fishing. So giving that license doesn't give them an unfair advantage. This is the same ministry that sell a ton of tuna, Gambian tuna to Europeans, 232 euro. Could you imagine that? Yeah, yeah. So this is the situation. Let me play this audio and check out. Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Hello, protocol. Nah. Yo, ni la nomba tambati vile mu. Mbati vijane. Okay, yo ngabo banyole. Ha. Be director la office. Director jama. Fitre jabo. Okay. Dabo fama na. Ije call ke. Ha. Kontane about ni Chinese la issue. Ha. Defo kon kampara je correct. Ha. Tenen ko ni Chinese ye Yalon direct to later on the attended. So health not and we are stopped. Because this emergency health they were so powerful. So time I will direct to press a wall of all. Here we are let those people start operation immediately.
Okay.
Direct cry on tell a little me not did. Ning ataran health na de ko stop. We cannot operate. We cannot operate now. Tani so betira ani chati so tani so ko minister le kai ko. Pre operation on start. So I don't know the Albinyadi because it seems so sama la le operation on start. So direct the minister not a direct call protected. Katandia la controlling a quick operation on start.
Okay, ndefana like me audio constant can grow. Ila ko na anu audio ni fana ko I'm bringing the message to somewhere ko nga mo ile ko yujita operate tomorrow. I know for EJ new bambal be connecting to make sure you will operate. Ila kunna pa minister of fisheries.
Direct way ago. Chinese to direct minister the Kai operation of start.
Okay, this is good news for me.
The phone is the phone company. No, what I go Ibrahim Kana will time of it. None of the all let him come here. Ibrahim German living in who they won't find him.
No, right now, I'm going to call it, and from here, I'm going to the police station. Right away, I'm going to the station officer. You call.
The way I got young direct who can yam wake up and still let you know direct. So direct will come with you.
This is what is happening. What is about to happen tomorrow? You stand by.
We're not the operation of start like
but they must produce a clearance of higher authorities.
Yo, so guys, yes, this is the situation in the Gambia at the fisheries ministry. This is how things are. The Chinese will go to the minister if they want to operate, and the Chinese will pressure, on the permanent secretary and the director to write these letters for these people to go. This guy is a granddad. Why would he do this? So I'll play the rest of the audio. You hear it for yourself. This is the situation in the Gambia. This is how corrupt the system is there now. It's just unbelievable.
Looking right now from the health ministry. Your health is suffering right now. So when now we negotiation together with health, can make to go. Chinese policy. What do you mean Chinese policy? All people are surrounding. Why do they allow these people to operate?
Unfortunately, among health ministry, among telephone emergency moment coming right away. But then, without police getting attention to draw your coordinate happening, and not get the problem. Remember, the problem cost like yellow. Well, Ibrahim was the time I the minister called come. I think Chinese was in the lorry. Chinese another fault direct Bible. Tomorrow authorities here for the operation on that side. Ako minister le apply. Are you so okay for 100%? Hindi for the minister. No me Ibrahim minister call le. Minister direct call for the Katania ko. Let these people start operating. So kung sanya will be lombang. Kudu damalo bantemalo. Hani sama ni pamela ba to re. Sama me dai na me da se so le.
No me na ti ayu na da gente ko para to lo.
Yo wala man ta be ka man na ya mo nyum fanya.
Nda bi jela on that day.
Yeah. Sama na sama.
Ibrahim ko in kampa pa telephone.
No in fact me da police are right now. Ngata ne ko let them call Ibrahim Jabang. Next ko some at them.
Yeah, so this is the situation. This could be another faraba because Gunjur youths I know now they're not going to accept any kind of nonsense from these irresponsible Gambian citizens. We are our backs is against the wall. What else can we do? So this is the situation. Just to summarize, the numbers, Abba, you asked, Italy, past 24 hours, they have 3,786 new infections and 525 deaths. Spain is doing very well. Spain is going down smoothly, but Italy still is not very good. Okay, but what really, really worries me is Gambia is still 9, yes. But you look at Senegal, 335, they have past 24 hours, they have 21 new cases. Burkina Faso have 548. So Guinea Conakry, is the one that also worried me a lot because I just watched a documentary about Guinea Conakry. I just cannot believe what I was seeing. The lack of underdevelopment is that in that country is just unbelievable. And this is a very, very rich country. Even to the trees, you look at the trees, this land is wealthy, is healthy. But why people are so backwarded? Why there is absolutely almost zero development? So these people, we know they just come from Ebola epidemic not long ago, and their numbers is 438. Yesterday alone, they have 34 new cases. Guinea-Bissau so far has 43, and Ivory Coast has 644. So gal kami for Gambia from ang hakilo to continue kan hakilo to ang for tankani because all of the best option. Yo bari Gambia sita jamano to fu mulle wodi funding ke no fale jusuke ali wodi ali lanyo ka na tanding government ko this senior government of we cannot be standing. People are killing us because this is what is happening. Minister sitting in Banjo, the minister, you are a senior minister in that government, telling the Chinese foreign national, go and operate your factory. Yeah, yeah. While the other common man, Gambia the economy from the Sujurim, mean that he exported the Olivier Sora. He come only a bit after 2 o'clock. But you are giving the lands to Chinese to go and operate. And then I the Chinese will be taken more from Ntol man ning kurang di dunia China ning kurang na ada saying they are using that kurang, African will brutalize. Ni mu moving to be China, luas bila for maybe also. So if there's some camp killing or conditions there are terrible. It's no surprise in African president hardly a more I criticized, including our useless oppositions. This is the time Africa being like one language speaker, Africa, enough is enough. We're not going to take this. But in Tolfanang, we are all to blame. We should stop voting on tribal and sentimental lines. They are useless. And also, in 70 and above, let them go there because, they passed it. Saying the mental, the mind is colonized. And I'm calling on my fellow West Coast region, the coastal towns from Burufu to Tangier, to Jereng. Let's come together, let's unite, and let's resist these excesses. Because beside a molla life in danger with the possibility of foreign national or the but chalo min fananta mo be kole sanu Gambia. This is our cheapest and source of protein. And we are in the dunia ni nang konko jita keje. So na kedan tol na natural resources be sula lamen. You better ya ke bobe extra kan ka ke powder di ka samba China ka di se. We can do something about that. We can do something about it. We just have to go and block their entrance. Yes, some people will say, well, you are behind your laptop. You can say that, but this is exactly what I will do. This is exactly what I do if I'm on the ground. I will mobilize you. So we go and block their entrance. Make sure that they respect our law. If our government didn't respect, we have to respect ourselves, and we have to show them that we are not happy what we are doing. This already they are privileged. In fact, they are overcompensated for almost doing nothing except selling Gambians to the highest bidder. They have their double trucks. They sleep in air-conditioned accommodations. They have fat salaries and they have these per diems. But yet again, they are selling us to these foreign nationals. Could you imagine if Chinese coming to the president minister telling the director that you have to write this letter that's so that we can upgrade? And when he say no, it's your minister who said that. And he don't stop there. The minister called to tell the director to write this letter. And I think he was under such pressure, he got the dates wrong, terribly wrong. And he only took, he edit the Banja letter, but it's the same letter. You can go and see it on my timeline. Please share this audio because we are here. We want them to get this message. Thank you, Mariam Salah. Yeah, it's a national issue. This is more than just the coastal people. Because if these fish numbers, which dwindle in recent times so much that, these common fish become very, very expensive. And we know now people cannot go and find their living. So they need all the resources they need to make life easier for them. But if you are taking that away from them also and send it to China, it's not something we should tolerate. As youths and the future of this country, it's about time we stand together and resist. And resist. Let me put this to you. There is nothing significant that change hands in this world without any form of violence. That is a fact. We are the most brutalized people on earth, from slavery to colonialism and now neo-colonialism. You look at the Israelis, the Jews. Yes, they were brutalized, they were, guns and all that. But they got their reparations. And after that, they even got a country of themselves, so they are fully compensated. But now, when wars among us, you start talking about people resisting, demanding their right, they will come here, human right, we have to follow the rule of law. We have been going to court with these people for 4 years now. Not a single sitting, on and off, on and off, on and off. Nothing is happening. So it's about time we resist. Why we have Gambia? Because some people sacrifice. If Solo Sanding and Co didn't sacrifice, we still be under that idiot. Yeah, Jan. People have to take responsibility. Nobody is going and put your rights for you on a silver platter. You have to get up and fight it. So Gambian youths, I'm talking to you. Time has come for us to take on these selfish politicians. We have to take our leaders to account. And if they don't want to listen to us, let's make the country ungovernable for them. We have COVID-19. This is everywhere. It's just unbelievable how Africans can take each other for granted. People are dying in the US, the most powerful nation on earth. They can't do anything. And now your minister is sacrificing you to the highest bidder, that is the Chinese. The same kind of people, the same week. I'm not sure if these people are even watching the daily news, because you will not see your fellow Africans being brutalized in China that very week. You flout your own emergency laws and give a license for the Chinese to go and operate. Okay, I come to the end of this program. I appeal again for you to share in Linga quickly. COVID-19 is real, is everywhere. Continent no kambuloku, continent no liberty sola, yebulo ina ketenchi. And na try ni sasa te equal je wala imami understand ning penko ni mulumbe menu foko ni mi COVID-19 so de ko so to bol kono le to mi anke bi da fambondi aning pala kando tendi se number ni call 1025 yajer wale moje mi alon ko abo kon penko bala advice aita na man tete fenko ko ya bol just kan yo tankandilo yes ni mu kuran ne ta sango kariya bata yon dolman sembe sodo ning abe tibabol ya nyani nafta dan gol ya mancham so ma chance min sodo wolom saying kam tankan kana boda suno tankan so wala na jakal warata kabirin na minister of fisheries I lancing of the Chinese or la operate because wo be minekela Senegal nyemutalal binala la be gumda Gambia dia Kenya ni andi ko binala o dino bisa ko binala le kasa masum ko binala ya jël ñunu be la bali so ne so la fi zaman la nyemutalal be desperate rino be la nyewa afla dan min tol man na bora so bina bunan kan so our minister should know that. Thank you very much, La Baraka, once again, and please the video.